Hello, everyone, and welcome to MHF. Welcome to another stream. Liverpool are crowned champions of England 20 times. They're literally the biggest club. Actually, now they are officially the biggest club in England. Man United cannot claim anything. More Champions Leagues, more now, same league titles. Man United have not sniffed the league for 12 years, have not even sniffed a competition for 12 years. So Liverpool are crowned champions. Mohamed Salah surpasses Kun Aguero for the highest foreigner player in the history of the Premier League. He actually broke the record again today about the number of GA in one season for a player. So he basically the best player to have a one season in the history of the Premier League. That's actually fact. Was it easy for Liverpool? Was this an easy league title for Liverpool? We got Kelk as well joining us. I gotta be bottom, to be honest with you.
Why have you got to be bottom, man? Why would an Inter Milan fan have to be bottom of the stream today? It's not like you played today. You know, I know you had Roma today. You know, Claudio Ranieri, a Roma team that had one of the worst starts in history. How did Inter Milan get on today?
Because we bottle jobs.
So let me get this straight. Just 1 week ago, Inter Milan were 3 points clear.
Yeah.
And in the space of a week, they're now 3 points behind.
Yes, and we bottled the cup. We're about to maybe bottle the Champions League as well.
So we went because, you know me, Mo, I don't like grudges gone. We went from, in the space of a week, treble winners Inter Milan with Ballon d'Or Lautaro to Neil Poir Inter Milan and get rid of him, Lautaro.
Have you heard the term zero to tell?
To them too.
Only I think Crack would know. Zero to tell is something that Mourinho said one time back in 2009 to Roma when he told Roma that you're not going to win any title this season and to 2010 and he won the triple. I'm getting no break today. But anyway, we're here to celebrate. Man City went to a cup final, so they're about to win a trophy. And tell Arsenal fans, if they don't win the Champions League, we'll have a better season than you. If they make Champions League, was this an easy season for Liverpool? Everyone, you're muted, Rak.
I mean, if Spurs win the Europa League, have they had a better season than Arsenal? And if Arsenal don't win the Champions League,
If Spurs win Europa,
I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions.
League, there will be.
Is this? Can I ask a real question?
If Spurs win Europa League, has Anish Postecoglou had the better season than Simeone and Inzaghi?
Yeah.
Yes.
And yet you sit there and tell me you wouldn't sack him.
No. I actually said if he wins, no, Spurs are fucking 17th. Have some shame, bro.
But he wins a trophy. That's all that matters, isn't it?
It's a mass.
Honest?
It's papering over the cracks now.
So trophies don't matter more. Trophies don't matter.
No, only Champions League. For me, only Champions League and Premier League matters on Serie A or La Liga.
I am sure you were not.
By the way,
that back in
I am
2020.
very consistent about this. When Inter fans were celebrating Super Cups and Cups, I said if you don't win the league, it doesn't matter. I don't count them. By the way, Wigan won cups. Who cares? Man United won cups in the last 2-3 years. Who cares? Cups don't matter.
Wigan beating that final as well.
Monster team.
Big up Wigan.
That's going to be a fun. Guys, hit that like button if you're here. This is going to be a fun stream. You can tell. I'm happy. Oh my God. The Liverpool fans are all smiles. Patrick, you went to a final.
Where's
Smile.
your drink, Tom? Where's your drink?
Oh no, I'm trying to
My liver needs a break for a couple hours.
He's already here.
He's gone.
His body is here, but his spirit is unfair.
Yeah.
Are you wearing a suit, Tom? Is that a suit?
No, I'm not wearing a suit. I'm wearing like an old Liverpool top with the jacket over.
Wearing the blazer.
Why the jacket is on?
Blue blazer?
I wouldn't say it's a blazer. It's like
why
it's
the
like just a nice
blazer?
jacket.
Can we start? Can we start the conversation for real?
I was out in some fancy pub for the game. I had to go watch it in style. You know, unlike you, I'm going to win a title this year. So
are you calling this fancy a Liverpool kit and a blazer on top of it?
Yeah.
Look, Rak, you need to teach him something, please. Please, Rak.
Rak is wearing a Liverpool jersey.
Rak,
Sorry, I
When
go
you
sit
go-
there drinking rosé.
I've been
from
trying to
the
teach
water.
him for the last 3 years. It's pointless. Trust me.
Wait. What's
Fucking
here?
pointless. Just give up.
Yes, Husam is he has who's your daddy on the
Hassam,
you know.
Blue blazer, man.
Hassam,
Bonjour.
Hassam, Tuesday,
blazer
me
kinda
and you
buddy.
can go with each other for all we want, but today we need to talk about Matthias Sulai and Inter Milan. Can we have at
No,
least
bro, man,
a team up
no.
for one day?
Oh
Be
my god.
quiet, Mo. Go ahead, Tom.
Can we have at least a truce for one day to where we can
Go ahead,
combine
Tom.
for
You
the
can do
fact
it. You can do it. Why not? Go on.
the Inter Milan treble winners have in the space of a week went from the greatest team on the planet, Ballon d'Or winners, to 3 losses in a row, out of the title race to Antonio Conte and Scott McTominay,
Yes.
out the cup to Luka Jovic, who his own
And
manager calls
Pavlovic.
fat. And if we look at the Champions League, it's a bit ropey there, isn't it? You know, we're talking about a Barca side that's just won Copa del Rey to an Inter side who can't buy a win with no Marcus Thuram. What do we do, Mo?
Yeah.
You've had a worse season than Crystal Palace.
Oh,
Jeez.
Jesus.
Whoa,
What?
whoa. Inter did
You've had a
make
worse
final.
season than Crystal Palace.
How?
Crystal Palace have made the final. You've not.
Inter made a
We're
final
in the
too.
Champions
They
League semi-final.
dunked
Is
on
that
by-
is that better or the big final? What
I'm
the
sure-
fuck?
I mean,
Uh.
but we've established across multiple shows that this is the worst Champions League season of all time because there's no Man City, there's no Liverpool.
Because you lost.
Real Madrid got knocked out. Yeah, but that's the line Arsenal fans are giving me all season because we're not competitive. It's crap.
Yeah,
so I
but
just use the same thing.
they're treble runners up, so big up to them.
I mean, I just got to look at it. You
I'm
know,
gonna call this regardless. I'm
AC
gonna call
Milan.
this the triple season anyway.
Christian
I'm gonna
Pulisic
do
dunked on Inter
Liverpool.
and
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
call this the triple season, to be honest.
Go
with
for
you.
it, man.
Man.
Enjoy it.
Go
The
for it.
quad season back, so I'm gonna call this the triple season. It's just gonna
you
be
know
ironic
what?
if we don't win anything, to be honest.
Mm,
At least you won the
in
cups at that
Barcelona this
time.
season.
yeah, but we went 2 for 4 in quad season. You went 0 for 3. You were like Valentine pulling up from the 3-point
Yeah,
line.
you
There was
won.
nothing there.
You know what? You won. I'm not gonna turn this into. You won the Mickey Mouse Cups and you left the big trophies for the big teams.
You wish you had the Mickey Mouse Cup this year. You've got none.
No, I don't. I don't give a fuck. It's a failure if we win the cup. No, I'm not like you. I'm not shameless like you. If I go for the big trophies and I win the cup, I'll be ashamed of my club. If I challenge for the league and the Champions League and I bottle it, I'll be ashamed. I'm not like you. I'm not craving league titles. I'm not craving that. I'm not like you, bro. I've watched
You're
my
not-
team win a lot of league titles.
You're not craving
I'm
league
not
titles.
like you, bro.
What mentality is that?
In your life, no, I'm not like you. I'm not thirsty like you.
God, Mo, your voice is
Yeah,
very
yeah,
high pitched.
Your voice is
You're
very high,
trying to
bro. I've
Take,
never
take
heard
it down a notch, Joe.
think
Take
sorry,
it down.
I'm sitting there with the man who claims standards on every show I do with him, trying to say, "Oh, league titles don't matter."
I said league titles. I only say that league titles. And has he understood this backwards?
You sat there and said, "I'm not desperate for
Has
league
he
titles."
understood this backwards? Can someone? Yeah,
No,
Habibi, no.
So you can go into a season, win fuck all, and be happy.
I'm not happy. I want the manager sacked.
Wait, you're
So
the
you
man
want-
to sack.
So you want
I am.
Inzaghi sacked,
If
Unless
he doesn't
he
win
wins
anything
Champions
this season, yeah.
Hassam.
He has,
Unless
he
he
has
wins
the
Champions
best.
League.
He has the best team. He bottled it to Milan in the cup. He bottled it to Milan in the Super Cup, which is I don't care about it. And if he bottles the Champions League, I want him sacked.
Hassam, there was a show I crashed last Sunday. A wonderful show on your channel called Al Ahwa. Brilliant show. If you haven't watched it, people make sure you like and subscribing. But I seem to remember I pressed the wonderful Fusty Judge Mo about this question, saying
Tom
You've
has
asked
more
for
of them
Arteta being
for
sacked?
more than even I do. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous, bro. Like I don't know what is this.
I don't know what.
energy
What
from
the fuck?
Tom.
Can I ask you a question, Mo? What have you done to Tom? On
I
the
didn't do.
National League?
You do more. You absolutely sit on streams, tell him that he doesn't know football. I have him on my rational league. It's like rational people who have rational conversations. Yet he waits for every time
Mo,
to just sit on Inter.
Mo, you brought me on that panel, and then one time you said you should want to get rid of Mohammed Taleb so the poor Egyptian children can be fed. At that point, you lost my support.
What?
That was his most shameless rant ever.
Apparently, Mohammed Salah's the villain because he's not taking the Saudi money, so poor Egyptian children can be fed. Because apparently, 400 grand a week is not enough. So you lost. At that point, you made an enemy, Mom. So that enemy is now sat there and played on your downfall via the hands of Philip Billing and Scott McTominay this season.
Billing.
So I again ask you,
Billing.
Oh yeah, Philip Billing, the Bournemouth flop. The guy who don't play for Bournemouth, going with a title because Inter Milan can't beat Spaghetti Bolognese and Claudio Ranieri's Roma. The Roma that had one of the worst starts in their history this season.
Anyway,
But I again ask. You sat there at the start of the season and pressed and pressed.
are you gonna
and
let
pressed,
other people talk, or are you gonna take over
I
the
mean,
show?
if other people want to talk about Inter Milan, I'm more than happy to.
Oh
but
my
that's
god,
what we're
this
focusing on.
is ridiculous.
We are running a 2019 Liverpool gegenpress on you. I'm not letting you get away from this. In the space of a week, your trebles went to a single, which you're not even going to win. You had three lovely women.
That actually
You had-
sounds familiar. Your trouble went to a single also.
To be fair,
Yeah,
this is
we
called
never
Prem
claimed
talk.
we're gonna win the
The
treble.
show is called Prem Talk. The
We
Prem
never
show is
claimed
called
we're gonna
Prem
win the
Talk.
treble. Mo verbatim said the treble is on.
Mm-hmm. I never said treble.
But it
at all.
was on. But it was on.
Mo, can I
I
ask
just
you?
what?
It's off now.
Wait, Mo, can I ask you a question?
It's completely off.
Mo, can I ask you a question? What does this say about the Serie A, where Philip Billing and
No,
someone
you
can
can't
come
say
there?
that
No,
because
I'm just saying they come there and win a
No,
trophy.
I'm gonna
and
tell
dance for
you. It's not Philip Billing and Billy Gilmore. They're not winning the title. The one that is winning the title is the Majestic, one of the best coaches we have watched over the last 10 years in league titles, is Antonio Conte.
I just hate Scott McTominay is going to
who
be
makes
the player of the season.
who turns water into wine?
Scott
It's Antonio
McTominay is going to
Conte.
be the player of the season. He's going to be the player of the season. I heard that.
Bro,
Scott McTominay.
I'm gonna tell you, it's Antonio Conte. Give Antonio Conte 11 wooden stakes, and he would win the title.
But listen, I lived in Italy. I love Italy. I like Italian football. What I would say though is that almost every reject that goes to Serie A from the Premier League does well, right? Even these guys, like what's his name, that shit defender for Man United, who they said was the
Smalling.
Smalling went to Roma and he was like very
He
good.
didn't
for
do
Roma for a
well.
period of
He
time.
didn't do well.
He
Yeah,
did.
he was all right.
He was good for a couple of seasons.
I'm
He
gonna
was good
tell
for
you
a
the
couple of
difference,
seasons.
though. I'm gonna tell you the difference. It's number one in Italy over the last years. We have better coaching than England. Now England have caught up to the coaching in La Liga and Italy. Now it is. Now,
Yeah, okay, but when you say now, you mean not
this
you
year,
mean
last year, back in the days, De Zerbi when he went to England, everyone wanted to play his brand of football, right? De Zerbi in Italy was okay manager, he was a good manager.
No,
He used to
best
coach
managers,
Sassuolo.
but the best managers
The-
go. It's like the best players; they go where the money is ultimately.
Exactly. 100%.
England, the reason why Antonio Conte went to
Spurs.
Spurs is because he wanted to challenge himself against the best managers in the world. So already at that point, Antonio Conte went to Spurs because he couldn't.
It's a big mistake. He went to. Didn't he go to Chelsea and win when Chelsea were 10th?
Oh yeah. But that proves that he needed to go outside of Serie A to challenge himself.
By the way, Claudio Ranieri won the league with Leicester. Claudio Ranieri never won a league title in Italy.
No, of course, but that was also that was a once in 1,000 season.
It was
Why-
a 1 in
why was it
5,000
once in
season.
1,000?
Make some money off of
No,
that.
1 in 5,000 odds. 1 in 5,000 were the odds going.
Oh,
into the
okay,
season.
but he won the title though. He made Jamie Vardy. Didn't he make
Listen.
Didn't he make Kante one of the best players in the world?
Okay, guys, everyone just stop for a second. Everyone just stop. Big up everyone locked in, first of all. 500 people. Make sure guys are liking the video. Make sure guys are subscribing. Second of all, no one gives a fuck about the fucking Pizza League. Can we talk about the champions? No one gives a flying fuck about sardines and Sardinia
shopping,
and
FC.
pizza and pasta. No one cares, okay? No one gives a fuck. None of you can name 3 Lecce players or 1 Lecce player. No one can name a Salentina player. Khalas, just move on now. Let's get back to the topic. I'm like Jamie. I just don't give a fuck about this pizza conversation. Big up everyone locked in. Jamie Phillips. Your thoughts on Liverpool being Premier League champions? Can sit up here talk about fucking pizza for an hour, Tom. Fuck you, we're league champion. Go ahead,
Jamie,
I'm
you
gonna
went
fucking order some pizza tonight. You keep talking about it.
I
can.
predicted this. I predicted this in the summer, so I'm glad I was proven right.
It's
Sorry, that didn't mean
That
to
was
happen.
me.
I clicked the wrong button.
I was
Hold on.
Both
like,
my hands are occupied.
Is-
hi.
I clicked the wrong one.
Is my mate
I
Jamie
meant to
Phillips
make
wearing a
Jamie the big screen when he was talking.
Well, you
And
got
I clicked the wrong
there,
one, to
so
be
you
honest.
Do rag
went-
Jamie.
Oh, good.
Do rag Jamie.
Is Jamie Phillips wearing a do-rag?
The reason why I put Jamie, because he literally, when I did shows in the summer with Jamie, he's like, we're gonna fucking win the league, and I'm like, everyone ridiculed him and told him you're deluded. To be honest, the only one that was so adamant that Liverpool are challenging and they will win the league, it
Don't
was
say
Jamie
challenging
Phillips.
because we all fought challenging. Say win.
No,
Challenge.
Everyone said
literally-
challenging. All of us said we'll challenge, but when
You
was
said
only
you would
Jamie
challenge,
Phillips.
but
Husam,
basically,
you wanted the manager. You
I'm
didn't
gonna
want the
tell you. I'm
manager,
gonna tell you.
Husam,
I'm gonna
didn't
tell you. I'm gonna tell you the difference. When the people say challenge and say we're not gonna win, Sam, you said we're not gonna win. It's gonna be Arsenal or Man City. That
didn't
by
want the manager.
Yeah, I
itself,
said we're gonna challenge
Yeah,
though.
Husam
yeah,
was on the
by
Arsenal
definition,
bandwagon.
okay, we're not gonna argue semantics here. By definition, if I say that Inter will challenge next year, but it will be Napoli or AC Milan, that is not a challenge. The word challenge means you believe that you have a chance of winning it.
Yeah.
That's the definition of a challenge, right? Otherwise, Nottingham Forest is there, but Nottingham Forest had 0% chance of winning it.
No,
Jamie
because
Phillips is the
Nottingham
only
Forest
one.
like 20 points
No,
behind.
because the reason why I'm saying this, because no one guarantees the win. No one guarantees the win. But the word, if you say we're gonna challenge and we're gonna win it, that means you believe your team is gonna win it, right? That's what Jamie said. Everyone said that we're gonna challenge, we're gonna fall off. Basically, fake challenge. Basically, if you say we're gonna challenge and we're gonna fall off, that's a fake. But anyway, we're just
The reason I said we'll win it in the summer is because for a Man City to do 5 in a row, it's extremely, almost impossible in this. You know, winning 4 in a row, I think, took it out of them mentally, and I think you've seen that this season. Arsenal, I don't trust the club that was originally from South London. Also, facts. They still wear it proud on their badge as well, man. Big up the barracks. Big up the barracks. Chelsea, you know, they're shit.
Spurs.
Spurs are Spurs. So I literally looked here and thought, if we keep the majority of our players and new manager coming in, who I liked at the beginning as well, then I didn't see why we couldn't. I couldn't see why we couldn't. I'm going to say something now, live right now as well. We're going to go back to back next season as well.
If
We're
we
going to
sign
go back
it,
to back next season.
I'm gonna make sure the Liverpool fan of my chat
Quote
gets
me,
in on the bet.
quote
next
me
season.
on it, share it. I don't care, man. Back to back next season.
You're
Why
gonna
not?
go back to back.
Why
it's
not, man?
It's three-peat season. It's
Why
three-peat
not,
season is
man?
what it is. Back to 3 rings. That's what we're
3
getting.
rings,
3
man.
rings.
I only care about 1 ring
Have you
tonight.
seen our
I ain't gonna lie.
transfer budget for the summer?
In fact, we'll sit there in 2028.
Jamie's
doing
a
all
happy
this
man
on the camera.
today. You could say.
Yeah, it's a family show, Jamie. It's a family show.
Yes, don't get MHF cancelled, please.
I didn't swear or say anything crude.
No, it's just wearing a durag.
Can I ask you guys a real question?
Representative.
Can I ask you guys a real question?
There you go.
Was this league, as people say, easy for Arsenal? For
Thank-
Liverpool?
Can I
Thank
answer?
you,
Can I
Arsenal
answer?
Judge Mo.
Oh, and
Right.
I got my kids returning to me next week as well, so that's good as well.
Oh, is the Diaz thing
I
finally
got
giving
a
up?
phone call on Coppish. I was on Coppish and I got a phone call.
Oh,
By the way,
that's
Jamie,
fantastic,
just so you
Jamie.
know, I don't think you know, but I will let you know. The Colombian guy clipped you up last week, just so you know. The Colombian YouTuber clipped you up. You went viral in Colombia. You don't even know this, but you fully went viral.
Oh,
beautiful.
shout out Colombia. Great
Beautiful.
country.
Big up Colombia.
Yeah.
So what you telling me,
Too
Husam?
Too late to big them up because he was cooking you for being sarcastic about the best left winger in the league thing. So too late, mate.
Yeah,
Too
fuck
late.
it. He's
Yep.
a champion now. It's all good.
Wait, can I reverse
I
back?
have a
So,
feeling in the summer the Dutch Mafia might take your child again, just so we can get some
Wait,
Cody
wait, wait,
Gakpo,
wait.
bro.
So, you know, I want to hear this again. So, Jamie, you're 100% saying you're gonna go on the double.
Why
Is
not?
he recording? Did he click record?
You see when Patrick,
Did he record it,
when
bro?
Patrick pushed those
I don't
buttons,
care.
what he was
I don't
doing,
care.
he was doing a screen capture.
What are you doing, bro?
Why are you recording, Patrick?
clipping
No,
that.
I'm killing a bug.
Yeah.
Yeah, killing a bug. Yeah.
I'm
Who kills a bug like this? I've never seen someone kill a bug like this ever.
He
in my
doesn't
whole
on my
life.
screen. He doesn't on my screen.
Yeah. A bug on my screen, my ass.
That's some good reflexes, Pat. Kudos, because they always fly off. Usually.
Can we go back?
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
back to back, man.
Was
Ask
this
your
an
question
easy
again,
league
though.
for
Ask your
Liverpool?
question again.
Was this an easy as Arsenal fan? Okay, you know the tweets are going around. Bad champions, easy league for Liverpool. No one challenged you. it's a bad season. The teams are bad. This is not like a good league title. You never had like someone chasing you. You always bottled it when Man City were there with you. That's basically what is going on.
They're always going to say that when Liverpool win the league. The fact,
Yeah,
is,
but
the fact
the
of the
thing
matter is, our points have stayed the same. So if City and that were challenging, we'd probably still be top anyway because our points, we're 82 points right now. We can finish on 94 points.
Can I please, just because we're on the topic, can I please just share the video for a second? I just because Tom gets cooked in it as well. I'm sorry,
It's the
like
Colombian
the
guy.
whole Luis Diaz thing. Yep, it's
Oh,
over.
bro,
It's over.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen this.
Don't worry.
Let's
Watch
bring it up.
Is it in
I'm
English?
gonna share screen right now.
It says
for you
it's
guys.
in English.
I'm getting it loaded up right now, guys. This is like this. He did the whole like Colombia thing as a joke, but he fully got cooked by the Colombians. Now watch this here. I'm gonna share screen now. The Colombians are coming for both you and Tom now. Here we go. You remember this guy, Tom? You remember?
Professor.
Yes, the Colombian YouTuber, Habibi. Now watch.
He looks like my doctor.
Watch. Just listen. Just listen so you guys can listen.
Channels have been discussing how to replace Luis Diaz. One of those channels is Don Husam. He invited Column from Kopish, Tom Little, and Jamie Phillips. Here they are. I put the names right there because I'm not going to put them in the video. So just remember.
I'll put a picture.
To the bottom, don't like Luis Diaz.
Hear what he's saying. Heard what he just said.
Listen
Listen.
what it says.
Listen. Just listen.
Video, so just remember who they are. The two at the bottom don't like Luis Diaz, just for reference. Column sort of back and forth, and Husam is the more balanced, but he also goes back and forth. I just wanted you to know who they are. This video is made for my Spanish-speaking Colombian subscribers that usually watch my channel in Spanish. I decided to do this one in English just in case Liverpool fans come and see me, and I want you to know what I'm discussing, and maybe Don Husam comes and sees me because he's seen my channel before, just in case, so he can understand what I'm saying. So the point of this video is I'm going to rebuttal a lot of things that they're saying here. A lot of things are not clear.
And before he released this video, there's something else he released on Jamie specifically. Here. On Jamie,
I like how we were signaled out as the bottom two don't like Luis Diaz.
Yeah, he's like the Vim. Did you see the Vim?
now watch now. Listen now. Here,
He's like, remember their faces. He's telling
this
people
is
to remember their
him
faces.
talking about Jamie. Watch.
Yo sé que muchos de ustedes estaban esperando mi video hablando en inglés, refutando cosas de un canal de hinchas de Liverpool sobre Lucho Díaz. No se los puedo traer esta noche, es bastante largo y complicado. Su titular son casi 12 minutos, yo hablando y el canal también, así que es bastante complicado. Se los voy a traer el sábado por la noche si todo sale bien. Así que aquí les traigo una prueba de lo que van a ver. I'm going to start the video, and it begins with Jamie Phillips making a sarcastic comment saying, Luis Diaz is the best left winger in the league. He thinks he's making fun of Luis Diaz, but he's actually throwing a fact. And I'm going to show you that in a moment. Let's watch this.
Controversial.
Say that again.
Really?
I'd
You
say
saying
something
something
controversial.
controversial?
Yes.
Luis Diaz is the best left winger in the Premier League.
Tom loses his shit, and that's why he says
still don't-
nothing you don't like Jamie.
Well,
So
I'm
Jamie,
worried- I'm
if your
worried
kids
for my
next
safety
week,
now.
I don't know about that way. I'll be honest with you, the way you've been making headlines in Colombia, brother.
Love it.
Actually,
Jamie,
what
I mean,
about
you
it?
guys
I tried-
to share a safe house here or something.
Guys, I
I'm
tried-
worried.
who's a better left winger than Diaz in the Premier
None.
League? Martinelli?
No one.
Semenyo?
Martinelli,
Doku.
definitely not
Doku.
Martinelli.
Doku?
Menu's a shout.
Doku. Did you say
Yes,
Doku?
yes, I
Doku.
said so. Yes, I said.
Doku's
Yeah.
good, lighting people up.
Diaz is the best left winger in the country.
What does
Did you
Diaz
say
done?
Doku?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of
Doku.
all,
No,
f-
if you're saying
f- first
no,
of all,
please don't.
First of all, it's not, and it will never be Doku. Gakpo, Diaz isn't even the best left winger at the football club.
Patrick has just gone like that to his screen.
Say cat.
Just with the,
Yeah.
No,
He's
it's a
in his tea, yeah.
It's a tea bag.
He's about to
He's got it in like three different angles.
Doku. He said Doku. And then let Tom speak, and he's like this.
No, guys,
Are
I'm
we
not kidding
considering
anyone.
Marmucci left winger?
Was there another bug on your screen there? Okay,
No.
You might need to get
It's
you
in his
might
coffee.
need to
It's
get
in his
someone else.
coffee.
No, he's not even the best left winger at the football club. Gakpo's better than him for one. And then
Sure had a
if I'm
message
looking,
today.
Gakpo scored today. Brilliant goal, well taken,
Yeah, he
love
had
it.
quite the celebration too.
Mm-hmm. Viva la God and all that. I don't know. I'm not very religious. And then we've got in the league. I mean, I'd rather have Anthony Gordon than him. I'd rather have Anthony Gordon.
I would rate Andy Gordon over Diaz or Gakpo.
Diaz is going to be 29 soon, and I've got like my first good season out of him. It's just not worth it. To any Colombians, I don't have Google Translate. Me soy es sorry. Me no laico. Luis Diaz.
No me gusta.
Sorry.
Diaz. No me
Wow,
gusta Luis Diaz.
That might be more offensive than anything I've done so far.
I'm sorry.
If I had Google Translate, I got...
Laico is not a word in Spanish. You don't say laico.
No laico.
Fucking hell. What am I supposed to say?
Isn't it gusta? Is it
No me
gusta?
gusta.
Me-
No me gusta. No me gusta Diaz.
No me gusta.
No me
Luis
gusta.
Diaz. You're not getting the good pronunciation. I can do words. I can't do
I've
pronunciation.
established Tom doesn't like.
No,
Tom doesn't like
no me gusta. Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is shit in winter.
Mierda. Luis
Diaz is mierda in winter. And I need better than that.
Primero. Es
It's me.
mierda.
It's me.
Mierda. Whatever. Mierda.
Me sorry. Don't kill me.
Lo siento. Lo siento.
Lo siento. Don't kill me.
Oh, that I don't know.
I don't give a shit.
Oh.
Yeah, you've got your kids back now, Jamie.
Somebody in the chat says on va parler français.
Where's my gun?
Yeah. Me no
Someone in the chat
gusto
says let's speak
lucho.
French or Chinese, so on va parler français.
Tom,
On y va.
Tom, in order to say me, you say yo. Yo is me. Very easy.
You don't actually
Why
usually
would I
say
say
yo,
yo?
You can. You can say yo. You can
but
say
you don't.
you can.
Okay.
You can. You don't have
Yeah,
Yo,
you can.
Dude, I speak
Yo,
enough Spanish. Nobody says
no gusta
Yeah.
Luis Diaz.
No me gusta. No me gusta Luis Diaz.
But he just told me I'm
Es
going to say yo.
Mierda.
Yo means I. You could say it.
But they don't,
Oh, you know
they
what?
just generally
I don't like
say it.
Luis
What is-
Diaz.
what is
Yeah, but
this
because he's
Google
saying
Translate?
me, so he's saying it's wrong.
Spanish league.
If you want to say
They
me,
don't
say yo. You
Dude,
can't
I lived
say
with
without.
Mexicans for years. They don't say yo.
I've got about the
He's
same.
saying me.
I've got the same conversion rate in Spanish
me
as he does in
gusta.
front of
No
goal.
me gusta. No me gusta
Tom,
Luis
you
Diaz.
barely
Es
speak English,
mierda.
man.
Mierda.
Can I say something about your manager? What he did about the Klopp song,
Mm.
Fair Play, that even got me emotional. And I don't like
Yeah,
you guys. But I was like, this is class. That was class.
This is
Because a lot of people,
you know,
because you
Patrick,
know what? A lot of people have been saying, well, let me just be, a lot of people have been saying a lot of stuff about Klopp since he left. Some few people, oh yeah, thank God he left. And for him to do that, to still acknowledge that he did the foundation, because I still think Klopp did the foundation, regardless of what people say. Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah, go ahead.
no, it was a beautiful moment, and I think in football we don't always have beautiful moments like that. A lot of egos get involved. Even if he hadn't mentioned it, I don't think it necessarily would have been an ego thing. But the fact that he came out and he repaid the favor, because Klopp obviously did something he wanted to introduce, because Klopp loves Liverpool. He wanted to introduce Arne Slot in the best way possible, and not necessarily wanted to lay any foundation, although he had laid foundations, but he wanted the fan base to embrace him.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful that Slot repaid the favor, if you like.
Yeah,
He
that was-
acknowledged him.
that was-
Because a lot of, obviously, the thing is, when you're involved in the whole social media Liverpool fan base and football fan base, it's very easy. People come out and saying, "Oh, is Klopp going to show up and take the shine away from Arne Slot? He should stay away. It's going to be discussed." Like almost before anything's even happened, try and put something that hasn't happened down, and this kind of just removes that horseshit.
I'm thinking if Klopp, I think if Klopp showed up, would have been like that moment. I don't know if you watched the boxing yesterday when Eubank's dad came in. Would have been the same. I would have also been clapping. Klopp would have never taken any shine. It would have been great.
Of course. But if he comes next week or the week after or the final game of the
It'd be
season,
great. It'd be great.
Now people can't even really say that, right? Because Slot himself on the pitch on the day that we won the league has come out and sung his name. So people, I don't think that's the reason. Because ultimately we shouldn't even be giving these things oxygen. These things are stupid. It's stupid banter. It's banter, but it is ultimately stupid.
What is it?
You
I
know
was saying that,
when
you know, the moment
Slot-
when
talking
Slot
about.
sang Klopp's name.
It was
when
it was
everyone
good. It was a
kind
good
of-
moment. It was a good moment.
Yeah, it was a beautiful moment. It was a beautiful moment, and I made me
Good
proud to be a
moment, but it
fan.
proves that Jurgen Klopp was
but-
successful at Liverpool.
No,
What are you on about?
what?
Mo,
No,
I'm not.
no.
You know what? I can accept people trying to take the piss out of me, but I'm not accepting
I
it
hold the
from a man
same.
who
I
cost
hold
us
the same
spaghetti
for my
bolognese.
club. I hold the same for my club. Winning one league title in 4 years is not good. It's not good enough for Liverpool now.
You were
Arne Slot has proved it.
hold on though, but you were never up against Pep Guardiola's Man City. You were up,
You're using the Arsenal excuse now because Arsenal excuses that we were up against Pep Guardiola.
no, Arsenal's
You're
excuse is they
definitely
had
using
injuries
that.
and referees were against them. My excuse is that
No,
we
no.
were unlucky.
Arsenal's excuse we were
Arsenal's
going
talking
against a
about injuries
juggernaut.
all the time, too.
No. Arsenal excuse we're going against a juggernaut.
Right, so Mom, what was your excuse when
That's what they're,
Luciano Spalletti
no,
beat
Mo,
you?
No,
Was like,
no,
question-
excuse. See the difference. See, no excuses.
The point that
No
Patrick
excuses.
made.
We
The
failed.
point,
did-
We
no,
failed.
did, though.
the point that Patrick made
We
was
failed.
it was beautiful.
I'm not having you pull out the fail card though. I'm not having it.
Why? Why? I call it as it is. It's a failure.
It's not a
You
failure.
win
though.
one league title. You win one league. My manager winning one league title
Right,
in 4
Mom,
years is a failure.
Mom,
I don't think Klopp
Failure.
failed. Klopp never
hold
failed.
on,
Klopp was a success.
With all due respect.
Klopp just got beat.
No, because Mo's going to sit there and I'm just going to ask him this one simple question.
Ask any question. Be
but-
objective.
Between 2021 and 2024, the last 3 years of Jurgen Klopp's reign, did you pick Liverpool to win the title any of those years?
You were a very good team. You should have won one title.
No, that's beating around the bush. The bush is on the floor because you battered it with a fucking bat that much. Answer the question. In those years, 2021 to 2024, did you sit there and go, Liverpool should win the Premier League title this year? They're my favourites. Or did you go, Pep Guardiola and Man City are going to win the league, Liverpool will run them close?
No, I can't remember what I predicted, to be honest.
Oh, so all of a sudden, the man with a fantastic
the
memory.
point is, listen, this discussion started because
I'm going to tell you what. In 2021, when you won the Champions League final, you go
you've
for
gone
the
off on a
quad.
different tangent. The whole point Patrick said, the whole point was because Patrick said it was a nice moment when Arne Slot sang Jurgen Klopp's name.
Yeah, it was a beautiful moment.
That was
They're
a nice
ruining-
moment.
they're ruining
and me
a
as a
beautiful
Liverpool
moment,
fan, and I haven't seen any other Liverpool fan complain about it. So I think it's odd that you're complaining about it.
I'm not. It's a
Oh,
great
okay,
moment.
fine, all right.
A
So
very
that's
good
cool.
moment. A
That's
very
beautiful.
sentiment.
It was
Very
beautiful. I
sentimental
loved it.
moment. A great moment.
was.
Arne Slot
And you know
picked
what?
off
And Mo,
Jurgen
and Mo-
Klopp's team that failed last season
But
to win
Mo-
the title with the same
Mo-
team, and he won the
Mo-
league this season.
Mo-
And you all are saying that
Look at the way that he
Jamie,
said stuff as well.
Jamie's response is, by the way, we still have the same points as last year. Won more points. That means he took over with a player like Keita, and he won more points. So it's not about the competition. It's about his team. It's not about the competition. If you think about it this way, it is not about the competition, right? Because the competition has nothing to do with you winning the title this season, right? Because you still have to win your games. He took over the same team, won the title this season, and Jamie's saying that even if we had Man City or Arsenal chasing us, theoretically and points tally, we would have won the league. Am I wrong to say that? Am I wrong?
But Mo, so are you saying that Arne Slot shouldn't have sung Jurgen Klopp's name?
It's a good. I don't know why would you do that, but fine. It's a good thing.
The whole discussion was. But the whole
Like,
discussion was about Patrick.
do you want my honest truth? You want my honest truth? If a new manager comes in next
week,
week,
honest truth, then
I'm gonna. I always say the honest truth here. This is not like sorry. We do like shameless stuff on other streams, right? Honest truth. If a manager comes in next season and wins the title for Inter and sing for Inzaghi, I feel nothing.
I think it's different though in this situation. I think this situation.
Yeah,
How the
you
fuck
do
are you
that.
comparing Inzaghi to Klopp, man?
Sorry, I'm comparing Inzaghi, who took Inter from like third to first, to Klopp, who took a team with fucking Benteke up front to Premier League champions for the first time in 30 years. Respectfully, Mo, it's nowhere near the same.
It's a completely different scenario.
It means more.
Yeah, he spent a lot of money, like to get it there, right? He spent a lot of money to get it there. Jurgen Klopp. He's a good manager, though.
Oh, yeah,
the
he spent
a lot of money to get it there.
Right.
The problem is Jurgen Klopp spent a lot of money, made a lot of good players. He's a very good manager. I think he's one of the best that we have seen over the last years. But his reign at Liverpool, he won a league title. He reached 3 Champions League finals.
Don't make
He
it
looks
basic
like
like that, 'cause
successful.
he rebuilt us from
No,
nothing.
hold on. Let me finish.
Inzaghi did not do that. Inzaghi came in when after Conte won the league. Keep that in mind.
Okay. Okay.
In fact,
If
yeah, that's a very
Conte,
good point.
if
Inzaghi's took over a
okay.
title-winning team.
Man, why?
No. He didn't. Okay,
Actually, if
so
anything, Conte
Can
at
I
Inter
tell
is
you guys
closer
the
to
reality?
Klopp
We're here to
than-
That's what you
celebrate,
guys.
and we're
That's what you
talking
guys
about.
don't realize. That's what you guys don't realize. That's what you guys don't realize. It's not a hate on Liverpool, right? Because you guys are spinning it as I'm hating Liverpool. I am saying Antonio Conte. He won the league with Inter. He got rid of the best two players that won him the title, which is Hakimi, who was sold for 70 million, and Lukaku, that was sold for 100 million. It's the definition of someone selling Van Dijk and Salah, and then you have a new manager. You're not saying that team is a title-winning team. If you get rid of two of your actually, basically, the difference between us and you, the difference between us and Liverpool, we literally had these two guys winning us the title, along with others as well, but these are the two contributors. Imagine if someone take Salah and Van Dijk out of this Liverpool team and you get a new manager tomorrow, like next season, you wouldn't say that manager took over a league-winning team because that team has been dismantled.
I mean,
Inter got rid of these players, by the way.
If he spent 180 million,
And by the way, one of the players that wasn't the same is Perisic, for example. He was one of the players that won us the title as well. He was arguably the third best player in there.
Oh my god! I'm sitting here in the grand year of 2025 hearing Ivan Perisic prop.
On the day we won the league, Tom.
That was 4 years ago. That was 4 years ago.
What the fuck is going on?
You asked me my opinion, Rak. I said my opinion. Right? Arne Slot singing Jurgen Klopp. It's a good moment and everything. But
they lost.
Arne Slot won the title himself.
Rax. He lost Ashley Young. How can we expect him to win a league title? He lost Ashley Young.
No, he won. He lost Perisic, Hakimi, Lukaku.
Yeah, I mean, by the looks of it, he didn't lose Perisic that year. He lost.
Perisic was done. He wanted to go, and Inter held him, and he wanted him to.
Hold on, but he was still there, so you still had him as an option.
I am telling you, if you sell Salah, if Salah and Van Dijk leave, would you consider that okay? If Salah and Van Dijk leave, okay, hold on. If Salah and Van Dijk leave at the end of the season, I'm just asking a straight basic question. People in the chat, you can answer this yes or no. If Salah and Van Dijk leave at the end of the season, do you consider your team next season a league-winning team?
If my team spend 180 million quid, then yes.
On who?
We didn't spend on.
I don't care. If they spend the 180 million quid on whoever they sign, my expectation is you challenge for the Premier League again.
The problem is with you, Tom. Rak asked me a question. I said my opinion. You didn't like it. Right?
No,
you didn't challenge it, though.
The problem is, I'm sitting here on the 27th of April, 2025.
I was asked the question.
And I'm hearing Ivan Perisic is compatible to Mohamed Salah in terms of importance.
I never said that. But that year,
you
for Inter, I'm going to tell you. I am telling you, in that year, Mohamed Salah and Van Dijk are as important as Lukaku and Hakimi were for Inter that season.
Oh my god!
What is wrong with that?
There's no shame in saying that two players carried you to a title.
Like, I don't understand this. Why is he so rattled about this? Anyway, going back to the question to that. Can we go back? Can we go back? Liverpool, is Liverpool winning the title? Do you have pressure next season to retain the title?
Yes, absolutely.
Pressure's on every year. Yeah.
And right now, we are the best team in England. And all things being equal, we go into next season as favourites. I have no doubt.
It doesn't matter who signs who.
No, I said all things being equal. If we like using your example, if we sell Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah, I know they've just signed a contract. I'm being extreme just to illustrate
this. You got to remember, right? We're not playing Perisic as well. We're not playing Perisic.
So what I'm saying is that if we strengthen and Arsenal strengthen and we strengthen a similar kind of amount, I expect us to win the league next season. Same with City. City have a lot of work to do. I think they'll be there or thereabouts as well. I expect Arsenal to be there or thereabouts as well. But we are in the driving seat. We are the champions, and it's down to us to lose it. If we lose it, then it's our fault, not anybody else's. There's not gonna be any excuse with injuries and this, that, and the other. We're there to win it next season, and if we do, we'll be back here celebrating. If we don't, we'll be pissed off.
if you sign Ekitike and
Mhm.
whoever left winger you're gonna sign,
That's a
and
good
Arsenal
shout.
sign Eucharist
Mhm.
and they sign Zubamendi, would you consider yourself favorites next season?
Yeah.
Look, I think
Wait, who are
we're
we
going to do
signing
more
in
than
that
one or two
situation,
one
Mo?
one or two signings. I think both of us are going to do more than one or two signings.
Mm.
Why?
You need to
why
sign
have-
a right back here as well.
I have trust. I have trust in the recruitment team, and I have
In
trust in Arne
FSG,
Slot.
then you have trust in
Uh,
FSG.
I have trust in our recruitment team, and I have trust in Arne Slot, and I have trust in the current players. They will do what's needed, and if they don't, then they'll get.
At the end of the day, Mo, you wouldn't understand because we have trust in a management team that have won the title in the year of 2025. Your team aren't going to do that, so how would you know how to trust them? You've just bottled it in 2 games in a row to spaghetti bolognese and Roma managed by a finished Ranieri. So how would you? I understand why you're asking these sort of wild questions. At the end of the day, any top club goes into a season, expecting to be up there challenging for the title. If we sign Ekitike or if we sign fucking Osimhen, at the end of the day, my minimum standard at this point, you've won a league title. You do it again next year.
Yep.
If we have a collapse, then I'm going to be very angry.
And if we don't, we deserve criticism. If we don't,
Exactly.
we deserve criticism. And again, if we don't, it's not just us as Liverpool fans. The management team, FSG, the manager, the players, they all deserve criticism as well. And
It's called standards.
Patrick, you can clip that as well.
Yeah,
Mo, you're forgetting something too. What if we sign Florian Wirtz, Cambiasso, and the GOAT?
No,
Morgan
let
Gibbs
me-
White? Then what?
Let me read this. More learn from the US media. I don't learn from anyone, alhamdulillah. I don't learn from anyone, alhamdulillah. I only learn from Tom, Rack, Jamie, Husam, Kelk, and Patrick, the people that are here with
You
me.
definitely learn nothing.
you
I
guys-
am sorry if you've learned anything from me.
Thank
I am
God.
so
You
sorry. if
guys-
you've
Not
learned
learn
anything from
guys-
anything from me.
You guys need to
Except
learn not to
how to
respond to
drink.
Mo's agenda. We want. The problem is, people think it's an agenda because I think that Arne Slot singing to Jurgen Klopp means nothing to me. Like, just seriously.
I mean,
I know you
What
guys.
about
The problem is,
permission to do
it
that?
comes-
That's what I wanna know.
it comes across. Let me respond, Tom. The problem is, it comes across, Jay and everyone in the chat. It comes across as I'm hating Jurgen Klopp. I appreciate Jurgen Klopp. I wish Jurgen Klopp can manage my club because he's much better manager than the majority of the managers that manage at my club. But my point is, it's very simple. You want me to feel sentimental about this? No. Do I want you to feel sentimental or not sentimental? It is your thing to think about it. You're asking me as a neutral, as someone who's looking from outside. You're asking Mo, who doesn't support Liverpool or Arsenal or Man City or anybody. And I said, for me, it doesn't mean anything to me, Jay. That is not, it's not an agenda. It's not a hate on Jurgen Klopp or Liverpool fans. You're just triggered because I didn't say what you want to say. That is the problem. Like, that's a problem with football fans. By the way, it runs in everywhere. It runs even on Inter fans. When you then say the things that people want to hear, they get triggered. How dare you say something else than what I want you to say? But I want to say what I want to say. I don't want to say what you want to hear.
No, but it's not that, Mo. I actually, in the nice possible way, couldn't give a flying.
Don't you think
fuck
you're
what you
sucking the emotion out of football, though?
But
Absolutely
football,
not.
Football's about the emotion of it.
Because when it comes to Klopp, no, but Tom, it's actually the angle to look at. Because when it comes to Klopp, he did have a. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna be honest with you
It's
guys.
Klopp's fucking team.
Can I just say one thing honestly? If Arteta wins the Champions League for Arsenal, I expect all Arsenal fans to have an emotional bond with him because it's the first time ever. With us and Jurgen Klopp, because he won us the first league in 30 years, there will always be that special place in our hearts.
Spot on. Spot on.
So when
You-
Arne Slot bigs him up, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's
Spot
emotions.
on. You're absolutely spot on here. The difference is, for me, I always knew Liverpool as a big club. Jurgen Klopp coming back to put Liverpool in the place that they should be. For you, because you haven't seen your team win there. For me, Jurgen Klopp has done the job that he was hired to do. The others failed. Like Antonio Conte. Yes, I love Antonio Conte, not because he won Inter the first title in 10 years, right? For me, I love Mourinho, but I'm not expecting people to like Mourinho for me, for example, for Inter. Which is why when Patrick asked me and Rack asked me, do you think Arne Slot singing to Jurgen Klopp? Arne Slot is his own man, right? Is he a Liverpool fan? Maybe he is now. Maybe he has a bond with the fans. But from us looking from outside, for example, I'm going to tell you guys an example. If there is a Manchester United manager that comes in and let me finish this point, and puts Man United back to the top, I'm not asking you as a Liverpool fan to actually have any emotions to this guy. Your emotions I respect. and I expect you to have this
But
emotion.
we're
Because
not
what you're
asking
doing
you.
wrong.
We're not asking you to
There's
sit
a
there and watch the
difference.
video and start crying about it. We're sitting there going, "Can you at least see why
We
it's such a
understand.
positive thing?"
For you,
It
I
is.
see, but for me, it doesn't mean it. To be
Wait,
honest,
one
with you.
more.
No, but you don't have to see it as a fucking Inter fan.
No, you just. It's just.
I'm not sitting there going, "Mo, the man who watches San Siro football every Sunday,
Look,
watches his team
Patrick-
bottle
Patrick
league
is a Man
titles year
City
after
fan.
year."
Wait,
Patrick's
you
a
care
Man
about
City
it.
fan.
You know what's funny?
And said it
Let
was
me-
a nice moment. Not necessarily. He's just being objective. Like
Nice
from a
moment in
human
football.
perspective, it's a nice moment.
Even look. Even everybody on this panel can admit that even as bad as people don't like City these days, even the Aguero moment, some people still tell me, even them as a football fan, we're like that
It was a
Aguero
great
moment
moment.
was like
That's
there's moments in
the biggest
football.
moment ever in the Premier League.
Yeah, I liked what Slot did. Look, I don't like Liverpool, but when I saw that, I was like, nah, that's good. And
Mo, you're so
miserable.
miserable. I realize this. Very You just want to suck
I'm
me
miserable.
more.
I'm
apologise that
miserable
Matthew
today.
Sule scored
though.
today. I can only
I
apologise
am
that he played
miserable.
another
I'm
90 minutes
miserable
and didn't
today, though.
score.
I am
Don't take it out
miserable
of my
today.
club.
Okay,
Don't take it out
Liverpool
of my
still
club.
don't understand that Salah's amazing season is 70% of the reason they won the league. If Salah plays like he did, that you are favorites, and that comes my.
This is another
Can I
fucking stupid-
respond?
Sorry.
And then
this is
I
another
ask the
stupid thing.
question. I'm the host.
Last time I checked, it was MHF. It's not just
Yeah,
Mo's
hold
football channel. It's MHF. So,
Okay.
You tell him.
what I will say
I'm gonna fall
is,
asleep.
if I'm sitting here watching, if I'm sitting here reading this comments, guess what? The best players for the best teams contribute the most goals. Kevin De Bruyne was pretty often, if not the first, the second top goal contributor for City. But I was never seeing after
Last
season's
season it
end
was
Man City
Foden.
going, "Oh, if they didn't have Kevin De Bruyne, they're fucked." What are we doing? If Barca didn't have Messi, they're fucked. But teams build around the best players.
Yeah.
If Real Madrid didn't have Ronaldo, they were fucked for a number of years.
Yeah, if
teams
Inter
built
didn't have
around the best
Lautaro, they'd be
players.
fucked.
If
Well,
Inter
let's-
Milan didn't have
I don't.
Milito,
Okay,
they'd
Tom,
be
let
fucked.
me respond to you to tell you. I don't think you understand the point.
What is the
Mohamed
point?
Salah, I'm gonna tell you. Wallahi, it's objective. Mohamed Salah is having a different season than any player in the history of the Premier League. By the way, right? History. For any rival fan, they look at this Liverpool team and they said, "Yes, fair, square. You won the league because Mohamed Salah wears number 11 at Liverpool. He's a part of Liverpool. This is a one-off. This is something that is just it cannot be repeated. If Mohamed Salah repeats the season next season, guys, he is without a shadow of a doubt is going to be the best player to ever play in the Premier League because he will match a Ronaldo or like even Ronaldo didn't do this. Ronaldo didn't have 2 seasons back-to-back breaking records of the most GA to ever happen in a 38 game in the Premier League. That is
Who
people's
needs
point.
that? Who actually needs that? Salah
You
could
did
have got
you did
10 to
you did
15
need it.
assists this year in a
Yeah,
row.
Habibi, you did need it this season to win the title.
didn't, though.
That is
No,
We
Mo.
didn't know 'cause
No,
we're
we've won the
fucking
title
13 points
with
clear.
4 games to go. We've won the title with 4 games to go. Mohamed Salah was a key part, but other
no,
players
the
played
key
part.
part.
Okay, yes, he played a key part, but not necessarily.
Yeah, that's you're downplaying it.
And look, if you want to put a hierarchy, yes, he's the most important player this season. He will win Player of the Season, but ultimately it's a team sport. And if Mohamed Salah next season he does 70% of this, and a new player, a new striker comes in who takes Darwin Núñez shoes, does 30% of that, and the rest of the team we can still do it. We can still do
There's
it.
nothing wrong
Did
with
anyone-
acknowledging
I don't
that
expect
one
Salah
player
to
like
have
got you
the
over
same
the
level
top.
of
I know that Liverpool fans are pushing against the thing. I know that Liverpool fans are pushing against this. I am crediting Liverpool and Mohamed Salah. But you guys are seeing it. I'm
fucking
downplaying what you're
Oh,
doing.
yeah. in that category, too.
Single out of credit.
Do you know, if anyone heard Mo's interview after the game today, he basically said the reason he's getting so much GA this season is because the managers don't ask him to come back and defend. To stay up front.
he
So
said
if he does that again
manager,
next season,
don't
if he
make
does
me
that,
track back. I'll get your numbers.
Yeah. if he does that again next season, his numbers will probably stay around the same because he's world class at what he does. So yeah, look,
Are
Liverpool
you guys
have.
just not banking on Father Time ever showing up?
Yeah, it'll happen
No.
eventually,
Father
but he ain't
Father
going to
Time is
drop off next
undefeated.
season.
Father Time is undefeated.
He ain't
No,
gonna
he
drop
looks
off
he looks
next
after he
season.
looks
why we
after
need to
himself
strengthen.
though, isn't
We
it?
need to
He looks
strengthen
after
in the
himself
summer.
though. He looks after
Actually, Rax, I have an unpopular opinion.
Mm.
With modern day technology, Father Time is defeated. Prime example is a sport. I don't know if you watch or not. Me and Tom watch it. I think Kel does as well. I would like to introduce you to the
Yes.
National Basketball
Is it-
Association.
Is it chess or
Where
darts?
Steph Curry yesterday was 30.
LeBron's riding the line.
Steph Curry yesterday, who's 37 years old,
Yeah, Steph cooked. Steph
Cooked.
was fucking ridiculous.
dropped almost 40 points. LeBron James scored 40, aged 40. Imagine.
Okay. But what I'm saying is that
I understand
Mohamed
it's a different sport, but hear me out.
no,
if
no, but
I
the point,
tell Salah,
is they're not
Habibi,
going to be. They're probably
hear
not
me
going to be
out.
doing the same
I
at
feel
50.
much different
Let
Hear me
than
out. Let me
you.
break it down. Let me
I
break
think
it down.
Pop's doing
If I
knowledge
tell
that.
Salah, listen, do not track back, fuck defending, fuck pressing. We're gonna give you the ball, play these passes in behind to whoever the fuck we sign as striker. Play these passes in behind, do your creative thing, get him behind and try to curl one top bins. I think he could do, obviously not 28 and 18 because it's anomaly, but he can do 20 and 15, 20 and 12, 21 and 13 for
What
the
about
next 3
Van
years.
Dijk? What about Van Dijk?
can.
Same thing. Van
Next
Dijk,
3
same
years
thing?
with ease.
What about Van Dijk? The same thing. Van Dijk.
Van Dijk
It's
is a bit
easier.
different.
It's
Van Dijk
easier
was
for
like
him.
for a career
It's easier
burst
for Van
until
Dijk.
he
He's a
Easier for Van
defender.
had a year off when he had an
easier.
injury.
It's easier for Van Dijk.
At the end of the day, I only need Mohamed Salah to give me 2 more years. If at 36 the man's legs fall off, I actually couldn't give a shit because he won't be here. He just needs to give me 2 more years. If I get 2 more years of a Salah who can give me 35 to 40, which isn't out the realms of possibility because that's
as
what he's
far as-
averaged.
As far as Mo's considered, I'm just going to take it one season at a time. Let's see what he does. I remember the end of last season, people were saying he's finished because he didn't finish as the end of last season as strongly.
No one rational though. We were sitting.
No.
there on Liverpool
But
shows
no, when I
talking
say
about it.
finished, I mean they were saying he was on the downward trajectory because he didn't finish after AFCON. I think it was he didn't come back and put up the same kind of numbers he was at the start of the season.
Who
But then he
did?
turned around this season and he surprised us all. And the change in tactics helped him and he made the most of it. And he deserves all the credit for being the best player in the Premier League this season. And can he go ahead and do it next season? I think there's a very, very good fucking chance he can do it.
I feel bad
But
for him.
but
on
at some
one level.
point, but when I say
Salah
Father Time is
and Van
undefeated,
Dijk
I just
carried
mean
you
that
to
at some point your level does drop off. And Steph Curry at 38 has done 40 points or whatever he was. I don't watch basketball. But
Also,
maybe at 45,
Oh,
maybe
right.
when he's
Don't forget,
45
at the
years
end,
old,
they
he's
have
not
to
going to
work
do it. Maybe when he's
together.
50. At some every
rotation.
player in every sport, there will come a time when your level will drop.
Brack,
And at some
you're
point,
not
Salah's level
a
will drop as
basketball
well.
man.
I don't know, man.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Carl
Do you
Malone.
know what?
I used to play it. I used to play it a bit. But
I feel
Carl
sorry for
Malone,
Mo
John
Salah on one note.
Stockton.
I wanted him to win a Ballon d'Or. I did want him to win a Ballon d'Or. I did.
he might
He
still.
still
He might
can.
still. He might still.
Mm,
But hear me out.
that-
Hear me out.
That Barca triple vote taking it off
Hear
each
me
other
out.
to give Salah a
Tom,
3-1.
Tom, let me break it down. Let me give you the breakdown
ahead.
how Mo wins the Ballon d'Or.
this year.
Inter make it to the Champions League final. Arsenal make it to the Champions League final. That way, Yamal, all these guys gone. Barcelona players
No,
all split
you
vote.
don't have to worry about Yamal.
Hear me
It's
out. Let me
Rafinha
break
you're
it down. Let me
worrying
break it
about.
down. I'm gonna break it down perfectly right now. I have an amazing breakdown. Dembele gets eliminated, so he's out the way.
This is all
Arsenal
crap,
have
this is
no real nominee.
Take
Let's all
Rice.
start-
Rice.
let's-
Rice.
No,
Patrick, can you
Declan
have
Rice
some
had
active
a bad-
shame?
all.
he had a
If
bad
Declan
Can you
Rice
have
took
some
the Ballon
active shame when
d'Or,
I'm actually
MHF
breaking
stopped.
down?
I
Let me
don't do any
actually
more
break it
streams.
down.
Free kicks against Real
Guys,
Madrid does not
guys.
make
Guys,
Declan
let me
Rice a
tell you the
Ballon
honest.
d'Or.
I'm actually give you genuine
Outta here.
breakdown, no bullshit. Hear me out. PSG get knocked out, Dembele is out the way. Not enough hype with winning just Liga. Everyone cut the bullshit. Even Mbappe couldn't do it with his PR. Barcelona get knocked out, right? They win nothing but La Liga. Okay?
They've also just-
Now,
they won 2
who's
cups,
splitting
too.
votes? Lewandowski, Yamal, Rafinha, Pedri, all splitting votes in their own club. Inter lose Serie A to Napoli. They get to the Champions League final. Lautaro obviously ain't gonna win the thing because there's no Copa America. Oh, he scored a goal in the final. None of this shit. So there's no international competition, right? Arsenal get to the final. They don't have any real nominee. Even if Rice scores a goal in the final, they ain't gonna give him the fucking Ballon d'Or based off 2 goals or a free kick or whatever. So he might get votes here and there. Now Barcelona are splitting votes.
Marmoush is more likely
Napoli
to win
took-
Ballon d'Or than
Napoli
Declan
took Serie
Rice.
A from Inter, so they don't have a treble or anything. Lautaro PR and Serie A PR in itself is not strong enough. Arsenal don't have any real nominees, and Dembele is out. All I'm saying is, when it comes to anyone voting for any Liverpool player, there's only one guy. One guy with
that's the thing.
It will be
the same thing. It'll be the same thing.
He does have to break the assist record, which is why I was mad at the pussy Soboslai today.
It'll be the same thing that stopped Van Dijk winning the Ballon d'Or in 2019 because we split our votes between like 4 players. Salah got a load of first place votes, Mane got a load of first place votes, and Alisson got all the first place votes, and Van Dijk did. So Van Dijk ended up like 4 points behind him.
He
But
should have
fucking-
won that one too.
Bobby Firmino had a fucking first place vote off fucking like Sierra Leone. If that went to Van Dijk, I've got a Ballon d'Or winner. So that same
think
thing
that-
could happen to Barca where
Sri Lanka voted for Trent to win the thing.
yeah, like
Out of all those
if
players
that
you
if that
listed,
happened
it
to
should have
Barca
been
where
Van
like
Dijk.
fucking Pau Kubasi or Inigo Martinez has got a first place
Nah.
vote because they play a high line, all of a sudden
No.
Salah is minimum going to be third on everyone's ballot. Now we could a lot of them he'll be second, a lot of them he'll be first, but he's minimum getting 3 points. So if you add that up across all these nations, all these continents, all of a sudden you're sitting there with someone who's got a mega points total. And unless Barca unanimously decide this is who we're going to push,
Which is not
There's a
going to
chance-
happen.
there's a chance the
If
vote
Barcelona
split.
win the quad, Rafinha will win it in a landslide.
He's a
No,
fucking
he
dive
doesn't.
little cheat,
No.
which is why he stunk it
They're
up yesterday.
Quad right now.
No, I think there will be people who vote for Yamal, people who vote for Pedri, people who vote for Lewandowski.
Pedri will be the guy they
to
start pushing towards the end of the
him.
season. Pedri will be.
No, I think it's.
But that's
I
the
think,
thing
I
with
think right
you're
now
sitting
Rafinha
there.
is the clear favorite.
But you're sitting there talking about 3 or 4 candidates. Sierra Leone could vote Pedri. Sri Lanka vote Yamal.
I don't think they've
Saudi
done
Arabia
enough.
vote
I'll look at the
Rafinha.
DNA.
All of a sudden,
Sierra Leone.
there's
How do you
15 Barcelona.
how do you know, Tom? How do you know this country?
Somebody,
Like, how do
somebody
you-
identify Sierra Leone on the map.
Sierra Leone.
I'll be honest,
You know
Patrick.
what?
I'll be honest.
Pa-
I've been
Patrick's
I've been
reaction
opening
is
loads of
making me
bronze packs on FIFA, so I'm dead good with all like the weird nations. I'm dead good with all the weird nations at the minute.
What Tom? What did Burkina Faso? But who do they vote for?
Yamal.
Bro, I remember to this day.
I know.
You
I
want to know what
that-
Sri Lanka journalists voted?
I know
Number
that-
1, Trent. Number 2, Aubameyang.
What's the capital
this
of
day I
Sierra
never forget.
Leone?
I don't know who Burkina
I'll
Faso
never
voted
fucking
for.
forget Max. Trent
I'll be
number 1,
honest,
Aubameyang number 2. How? I
I'll be
don't
honest.
fucking know.
I'll be honest, Rax. I don't know who Burkina Faso voted for, but I know that Bertrand Traore plays for Burkina Faso and he's at Ajax now. So big ups Bertrand Traore. Used to play for Aston Villa. Go ahead, lad. Good winger. Used to be dead good on
Let
FM
me
17.
read this.
Trivia.
Couple of
Who
super
knows
chats.
what Burkina Faso's old name was?
Let me read this. What a triple
Burkina
for
Faso.
Inter.
Hold that Mo L on your head up. The treble is on. He's out the cup and he fucked up the league. So hold that.
What a quad for you twice. What
Can
a
you
quad
please
for
beat
twice.
Barcelona
Ecofalls.
though?
What a quad for you twice in your lifetime,
You would've won
Ecofalls.
that quad back
What a
in 21,
quad for you
22 if
twice.
beat Spurs
So
in
you
game
do a
week
Carabao
36
Cup
at
and an FA
Anfield.
Cup. You do a Carabao Cup and an FA Cup parade. This time, at least you're gonna do a Premier League parade. You're number 20th.
Are you doing
Great,
any parade?
great,
Mo,
great
Mo,
that
are
you.
you
Great,
No,
great that. Let me
No,
just
they could've
respond to
won
the
Premier
person.
League that
Are you
season
doing
Let me
any
if they
parade?
would've
respond.
beat
Let me
Spurs at
respond.
home.
Let me respond. At least this time,
Been
you
in
caught up to
trouble.
Inter finally winning your 20th league title. You can have 20th now. Thank you so much. We have done this last year. So finally, you caught up to me.
You're not winning 21 this year, are you? You're not winning 21 this year. Fucking scum McTominay, stop that.
Tom, Wallah al-Azim, if we win the league or the Champions League, you're finished. Wallah al-Azim. Bro, every stream you're on,
Bring in Tom Little on
focus.
that stream.
Here, Don Hosam, the football terrace. Everywhere, I'm jumping on the stream to cook you.
Coppish collab feat Husam, Tom,
Bro,
and
like,
Mo.
bro, it's like whatever, bro. If you are on a stream that I don't know about, I'm gonna ask for the link.
Why would that be worried? Why would that be worried? Apparently, Napoli
You're
have the
cooking.
Messiah.
You're cooking. Oh.
No, but Napoli have the Messiah himself, Antonio Conte, who's playing one game a week to end the season. Why would that be worried?
We might win the Champions League and have a better season than yours.
You got
And,
your
why
trust.
are we
Your trust and faith is in Lautaro Martinez.
for
Is that
Serie A?
your
I
trust
can't
and
lie, I
faith
wouldn't
is in
mind Inter
Lautaro?
winning the Champions League. Better for Salah. Let's go. Listen, I'm being
Oh.
selfish this year. Just give me
Tom?
whatever's good for me,
Tom?
bro.
If we win the Champions League, I want a whole stream
Rafinha
that's
wins
you
the
apologizing to me.
Champions League,
You have
the
cooked me now for
Ballon d'Or.
5 consecutive streams, bro.
5,
Every
6.
time we're doing it,
He
5
fucking came
streams.
on Ahwa,
Bro,
bro.
fucking doing ahwa. Arab people, he jumps on the stream. I want to cook more. Bro, we're talking about like other clubs. Anyway, Gal's going to say what Salah did this season is not normal, even by champion standards. It was a freaking generational season, Tom. Have some damn shame. Exactly that.
If hold on now, if I get a striker who has, if I get a striker who can pass Kadashi's brain training on Nintendo DS, and I get a left back who can pass Kadashi's brain training on Nintendo DS, I don't need Mohamed Salah to have 55 GA, because the left back who's got 1 all season and the striker who's got 6 all season can all of a sudden pick up the slack. And I can sit there afterwards and go, you know what? Salah only needed to get 35 this year because my striker got 15 and my left back got 8. So fine, we picked it up. As it stands, if you handed my left back a Nintendo DS, he'd turn the fucker off. If you handed my striker a Nintendo DS, he'd start fucking using it like it's a fucking camera. They don't understand their jobs. They don't understand the roles. You
Mo,
watch
can I tell you
Nunes
something
come on
crazy?
today. You watch
tell you
Nunes
something
come on
crazy?
today.
I needed to ask a question after you asked me. I need to ask Patrick and Kilk a question.
Before you ask the question, can I tell you something to prove Tom's point? If you add Gakpo, Jota, and Nunes GA, and all the midfielders GA together, Salah still has more. All we need is one fucker to score, like just a little bit, and we're good, bro. That's all we need.
I want to ask Kilk and Patrick, who did you want to win the league if Man City wouldn't win it this season?
These guys.
Oh, I said this on the football terrace. I made a bet with an Arsenal fan, so I needed somebody not named Arsenal to win the league because I didn't want to pay.
What
this guy
about
100 bucks.
if City don't win it next season?
Tell you,
between
we're about to
Arsenal and
lose a lot of
Liverpool,
money, right?
I don't want to pay this guy $100 bucks.
Next, so forget that you
Arsenal. I didn't care who.
forget that you won.
If it was Newcastle, I would have been on the Newcastle bandwagon. I did not want to
Forget
pay
the
this
bet.
guy.
Kelk, forget the bet. Next season, now Liverpool have won the title. If City are not going to win it, who would you want to win the title?
Liverpool.
I'm going my old brothers. Go
Crazy.
Newcastle.
Yeah, no. I mean,
Cartel.
You know what? No.
Crazy.
Can I explain? First of all, I wouldn't want United to win. Second of all, I hate Arsenal fans because even right now, I'm praying every day.
Me and you both, Patrick. Me and you both.
Please don't win the Champions, because if they win the Champions League, that'll be the end of Twitter. It'll be the end of everything. That'll be the end of everything. And then
Everyone
Chelsea
get
fans,
ready to book your holidays.
and the only reason why Chelsea fans sometimes
Habibi, come to Dubai.
look, Chelsea fans only annoy me sometimes because they sometimes think they're superior, but yet if you look at their trophies, they're not that superior. So at the end of the day, I just say Newcastle or Liverpool.
Wallah al-Azim, if this is why when we title Arsenal hate is crazy, it is unbelievable.
It's not hate. It's just their fans.
Bro, these guys
So
beat
it's
City
hate.
5-1
So it's
and Lewis
hate.
Kelly
So
did
it's
the
hate.
Haaland celebration. What do
So
you
it's
expect?
hate. It's not. It's for one reason or the other. You dislike Arsenal. You don't want Arsenal to win, right? Am I wrong or right to say that?
More. Let me explain to you. Did
I
you just
hate
hear what
anybody
Husam
in
said?
red.
They were taking pictures. Remember what your man Odegaard was doing? Taking pictures. They do this over stuff. They do things that are over the top. They take pictures with that dog win. Like that's just cringe. So nobody wants that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fuck the dog. Fuck the dog.
you know what? You know what? I don't mind Arsenal.
I know
as
at
a
least
club,
one
right?
panelist
In
on
general,
the street
in the
prefers
past, I've
cats to
said
dogs.
in general, I said I've in the past
Because
I've
you
liked Arsenal.
rise above the banter rack. Always you did.
No, sure. But the thing is, this season I've actually learned to detest them, or I've learned to detest them because
Fucking annoying.
the reason is right. The reason is
It's very easy to hate them, Max, isn't it? The more you listen to them, it's so easy.
Like Jamie, I live in London. I've got a lot of friends who are Arsenal fans, and maybe it's more so the online fan base or Twitter fans and stuff like. But at every single opportunity that they could possibly take to diminish our achievement, to be like it started from who have they played, right? Remember at the start of the season, we won a few games, we were 5-6 points ahead of them, whatever. All they said was who have they played? They still got much tougher game. They were doing fixture lists of the next 10 games, where the number of points they expect to accumulate. And look, I understand. Look, I can take football banter. We all give a bit of banter. I don't mind. I've at different times in the past where I've said things that are not necessarily the nicest things about City, but at the same time, there's always been you have to respect them to a certain extent, because the achievements of to do a 4P, to be Centurions, to win a treble, these are exceptional achievements. But every single possible opportunity this season, there's always people out there who are trying to diminish where we are, the number of points we got, who we've beaten, we've playing against teams who've got so and so. I remember when we played against.
Have you played anyone above you, Rex? That's the line. Have you played anyone above you?
No, we played
just so
Fulham.
you know, your microphone is louder than
Fulham.
a fucking
We played
podcast.
Fulham, right? And
Loud.
Igal and I love Igal, but there were Arsenal fans saying Liverpool are so lucky. Calvin Bassey is not playing for Fulham. I'm like, Calvin Bassey? You didn't know who Calvin Bassey was 12 months ago? All of a sudden he's out for a game against Liverpool, and you think that we've like struck gold.
America.
Like, grow up, man. It's just it's been a little bit annoying. I don't count the whole Arsenal fan. I don't count the whole Arsenal fan base like that. I think most Arsenal fans are fine.
I'll be honest with you, Cal's Corner. You're saying rent free, right? But I'll say this like genuinely.
You guys are coming into
people
our
know. People know. I'm like Rax. I don't have a problem with Arsenal. At the start of the season, I predicted them to win the league. Last season, when they were 2 seasons ago, when they came up against City, I said I hope Arsenal win it, etc. Like I'm not these like, oh my god, I hate Arsenal. But you see, this season, Arsenal fans have showed us a side of them that's absolutely like horrible, to be honest with you.
Bro,
like they're talking about PJ Moel, they're talking about David Coote. This is the referees league. This is the injuries league. If we had Saka, would won it. And like people say, like, oh, you're so obsessed. Okay, Cal's Corner, you say rent free. Just go. Igal Talks Football Twitter. Read 4 reasons why Liverpool won the league: injuries, PJ Moel, refereeing decisions, and Salah penalties. That's just 4 reasons why Liverpool win the league.
Oh.
And you're like angry because we're responding to you. So it's like you always have to look at who started this whole thing. Liverpool just started off the season, new manager, just cooking step by step. No one said anything crazy. No one cussed out Arsenal. Liverpool started going ahead of Arsenal, building some momentum. Arsenal fans like, we have to find the reason. Why are they here? Why are they here? And then they just give extra reasons, and every reason is a fucking excuse. So,
you know,
can I bandwagon onto that?
Khairi here, the City fan saying, Arsenal is slowly taking over more like the Venom symbiote. Oh my god, the Venom symbiote. Yeah, symbiote.
The thing is,
not taking over. I actually think the problem
just
with
remember,
this.
Just remember, Arsenal went from second place when Saka got injured, and they stayed in second place. They didn't drop in the table. They stayed the exact same. So this whole Saka injury, I'm not hearing it. You stayed in the exact same place. You didn't go up or down.
That's fact.
That's actually that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
It's not a good thing. Don't spin
it.
It's a good thing. I'm saying it means that there was nothing. It wasn't even about Saka.
Oh my god! No, I can't. Oh my god!
The Saka injury and the Saka injury made no difference.
I think that Go ahead, Jamie. Go ahead.
What happened?
Are you guys serious? Hold on. Go ahead, Jamie. Jamie, you haven't spoken.
No, I was just going to say someone needs to go and save the dog load because that's animal cruelty, That's what we need to go and do. Save Win the dog, man.
How can you name a dog Win and you keep losing?
I'm gonna tell you what the problem with Arsenal fans are. I'm gonna tell you what happens. The problem with Arsenal fans is that over the last 20 years, Wallahi, I'm being absolutely serious about this, dead serious. It happened to Milan fans, right? Milan had 19 league titles, right? Or 18 league titles. And we had 13. And they kept saying, little bro, little bro, little bro. Arsenal fans over the years, they kept doing it to Chelsea, to Man City. They see the rise next to them. They see Man City keep rising. Man City have 10 league titles and a treble and a Champions League and number of FA Cups and Carabao Cups. You see Chelsea winning 2 Champions Leagues, 2 Europa Leagues, a league title after league title. And that's why they're like, okay, everyone is growing and we're not. So finally, they're seeing their teams challenging. They're seeing their teams winning games. They're going to the stadium winning games. And I think that is what brought the venom out of them a little bit. I'm like, we're challenging again. You know what? The problem is they're not winning yet. Right? Yet or never, we don't know. But the problem is some people like Igal, who has seen the 2004 league title. Igal is old enough to have seen the 2004 league title. The problem is he has been in the mud for the long. The 8-2 from Bayern Munich. You remember the 4-0 Messi when he scored 4 goals against them in the Champions League. They've seen so much shit. Now they're starting to compete. And they thought that when Man City fall off, they're going to win the league this season.
Yeah,
just for Salah. No, it's not entitled. No, actually, it's not. It's hope. more than entitlement.
hope.
No, it's
Hope,
entitlement.
yeah,
It's
hope,
entitlement.
hope.
It's
You
entitlement.
understand?
Entitlement.
Arsenal
hope,
fans are not
expectation. Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough, fair enough.
expectations.
You know
You
what?
can't say entitlement is when you are winning, and then you lose. And Arsenal have not seen their team win a lot. It's like expectations. We're so good that when Pep Guardiola fall off, we're gonna win just for Salah now. And I think all the people that I have to say that if Arsenal didn't have the injuries, they might have challenged Liverpool. But I actually think it would have been impossible. Let me just say,
Liverpool had
Sam, you're
injuries
muted. You're
too.
muted. Sam, you muted
I
your
still
mic.
don't think they would win it though.
Hold on.
Liverpool
You didn't
had
let me
injuries
finish.
also.
You didn't let me finish.
That's not an
I
excuse.
actually think, even if Saka didn't get injured and Odegaard, I don't think that with Salah's season, Liverpool would have won it. Sorry, Arsenal would have won it. I think actually there are some games that Liverpool would have won, but because there is no one challenging them as much, they were a little bit complacent. I actually think that Liverpool would have went on with this Salah season to get like 96 points or 97 points. And Arsenal would not have matched that, in my opinion. The problem with that's my belief, that they can't believe what happened. How is this Salah guy coming in to get almost 50 GA in one season? And for us to have Saka injured, Odegaard injured, Havertz injured, Jesus injured, we have Martinelli injured, we have no left winger, and our board didn't sign a striker. I think it's just disbelief. So they come back with the defense mechanism, as Husam says. The reason why Liverpool won the league is this. It's just a defense mechanism, in my opinion.
So why didn't they win the league last 2 years?
And also,
I can
you know,
answer
Jamie
this,
brings up
Jamie.
something.
I can
They
answer this,
mention
Jamie.
injuries so much. Kel said something, and Patrick has mentioned this before, and I think Hamza has mentioned this. Bro, when City beat Arsenal to the league title, KDB was out 4 months. Haaland was out for a month. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
2 months.
And what's significant, I'm sorry to everyone here, but let's just everyone cut the crap. Saliba being out for 8 games is not a significant injury. Just stop the horse shit.
It is. You're disingenuous now.
Okay, last year did they have
I can
significant
explain.
injury?
No.
Last year did they have significant injury?
Let's break it up.
Did
Actually,
they
no.
have
No.
significant injury last year?
They had no injury last season.
Are we just gonna
No, they didn't. They didn't.
that season.
Okay, your answer is they
didn't.
didn't. Why didn't they
No,
win
they
the
didn't.
league?
Are you right, Jamie?
It's a very simple.
You're just
it's a
missing our
very-
injuries too.
It's a very simple answer. Because Man City have the better manager and the better team last season. Very simple. Arsenal didn't, like, at the end, and
So did Liverpool win because you have the better manager and the better team?
you definitely had the better team. You had the best player in the world. What are you talking about?
Well,
You have the fucking best player in the world, bro.
The best
50
player in the
GA, are
world
you
doesn't
mad?
Play this season. Get it straight.
You know, Mohamed Salah has over 60 GA in all comps. 60. Someone need to deep this. 60 GA. One player of 60 GA. That's crazy. That by itself is that by itself is, guys, if an attack. Okay.
That's
Do you
a
know
world-class
Arsenal's
season.
best season, Husam? 2 seasons ago?
yeah.
You know Odegaard, Saka, and Martinelli both together at 64 GA. Both. And they said the 3 had an amazing season. There is one player that is having 50 GA.
Yeah.
So definitely you deserve the title. No doubt about it. Why? By the way,
Okay.
I'm going to say this. Arsenal last season didn't win the title. Very small margins. I have to say it's a very small margins. I can go to referees' mistakes. I can go to them bottling one game. Arsenal were not bad last season, by the way. Arsenal were as equal to City. But at the
Do you
end, the
agree,
difference is,
though? Do you agree?
At
Last
the-
season, if Kevin De Bruyne hadn't missed 6 months of the season,
you would have
had a
walked the
bigger
league with
margin
100
of
points.
victory.
100 points. 100 points. Because when KDB came back, you literally won, I think, 19 or 18 out of 19 games.
And we
And you drew
struggled
one.
without him too. So we would have had more points if he had played the whole
You
season.
drew one. So for me, that is the thing. Let me do these super chats. Thank you so much, guys, for contributing to the conversation. Why is Rak? Is he Rak back? Is he here? I'm going to put the super chat when Rak is back. Kali Gunnar is saying, not all Arsenal fans, these morons don't speak for all of us. I personally have never used any excuse. Congrats to Liverpool and all their fans. Classy.
Respect.
Thank you so much.
Shout out Cali. Shout out California.
Yes.
That's where I'm from.
Eddie's saying the disrespect on Barca, for fuck's sake. This Hansi Flick side has proven they can win in different ways. Also very strong mentally. The high line is very different to Spurs. Are you responding to me? The problem is Hansi Flick is an amazing manager, one of the best in the current moment in the world, in my opinion. My point about Barcelona is that if there is a team that can use this high line to their ability, I think you don't win the games. Yesterday, there was plenty of runs that no one picked the pass because Modric was not there in the first half and there was nobody to pass the ball, Eddie. But nobody's disrespecting Liverpool. Barcelona. Barcelona's having a wonderful season. They won the cup, fair and square. They were the better team on the pitch yesterday. They are one of the best teams in the Champions League. They are one of the best. They are top of the league and they're about to win the league. So nobody's disrespecting Barcelona. I can't remember me disrespecting Barcelona or saying they're a bad team or anything. I never said that. Carl Scorner saying Arsenal Twitter is a different beast. Most of the top accounts chat bullshit. It's the worst side of the fan base, but the most visible. Spot on as well. It's absolutely spot on super chat for this. But the problem is there are some Arsenal fans that do YouTube that say the same. It's established. There are a lot. There are some people that do streams and do YouTube and go on TV and say the same. There are a lot of them that use these excuses. By the way, Cal. Mario is saying, you are using Twitter as your measuring stick. My advice is to touch grass. Most of these accounts are milking interactions. I don't know. What is IRL? IRL?
In real life.
In real life, Arsenal and Liverpool have no beef. They have no beef. Arsenal and Liverpool have no beef.
No. I like Arsenal. I like Arsenal as a football club.
Can I say something? I don't think anybody, but the thing about Arsenal fans is, I don't think anybody has beef with you. But I'm telling you, I have, like, my mom is an Arsenal fan for a long time, and she goes to the games all the time, and that's what hurts me the most, to be honest, because she's always at the games, and I'm here in Ireland. But the thing is, I'm sorry. I want to apologize to you. Yes, I do touch grass. I go outside, but I am on Twitter. Sorry, it's a social media. It's 2025. We're on social media. We're on YouTube. That's why we're on YouTube right now. You're watching YouTube. So yes, I do find your fan base annoying on social media, and I'm always there. So that's what I'm basing it off. So you can sue.
Can I tell you guys the reality? Yeah. Can I tell you guys the reality?
Please.
Sam would know this more than all of us, right? Sam knows this more than all of us.
Yes, what do I know?
The people that go on spaces on Twitter, people think they are Twitter people. That's not real. Some of them are match-going fans. Sam would tell you this. Some of them would go to the games and they'll come back and join Husam spaces. Am I wrong to say this, Husam?
Some at the games. You can hear some of them at the games.
Yeah.
Some of them at the games.
So I actually disagree with the people that keep saying that Twitter is not a real place. I am telling you guys, a lot of people on Twitter are match-going fans. And forget match-going fans, are real fans of the club. And that is their opinion. So for people to say that Twitter is not a real sense of the fan base, it's actually not true. Twitter have millions of fans. They click like, they retweet the tweets that they like. That they say that Liverpool won the title with ease, that it's the worst champions ever. So for people to say that Twitter is not a real sense of real world, it is. So I disagree with the super chat because there is a lot of fans that we go on Twitter. Osam is a real Liverpool fan. He used to be on Twitter 24 hours. So you can't say. So you can't. So that's the problem. People say, but Twitter is not a real place. But Osam is in front of you with his face every day. He used to be on Twitter 24 hours.
I met Jamie on Twitter. I think I met Jamie on Twitter. Yeah, Jamie.
Hamza, by the way, Hamza is a real Man City fan. He's on Twitter. We knew Kilkster from where, Kilk? From Twitter.
I don't do YouTube. I do Twitter. So
exactly. Patrick, True City fan on Spaces. So for the people that I actually push against this, the majority of the people are on Twitter. All of us. The majority of us. I can't speak for the others. I know Sam used to be on Twitter, Patrick on Twitter, Kilkster on Twitter. All of me and Rak, by the way, our interactions used to be on Twitter, not on WhatsApp or YouTube. So for people to say Twitter is not a real sense of the fan, not really. When I have someone that got his view 1 million and has 10,000 likes, that's 10,000 people liking that tweet that this a player. These are real fans. Unless also, you only say real fans are the Gatron fans.
AFTV is, when people say Twitter fans, I think in general, they probably mean like people who are involved in social media to do with football, because I think you can lay a lot of those accusations also at people who, for example, AFTV fans amongst the Arsenal fan base are known for some extreme opinions. But
these are million followers. But these are millions. These are millions of people. So these are the real fans.
Sure. Well, I mean, look, 1,000,000 followers. You could doesn't necessarily mean they're all
That's
Arsenal
crazy.
fans. I think I started following AFTV about 5 or 6 years ago because it was just funny. It was just funny after every Arsenal game. The meltdown. I used to go to my friend's house. Who's got an Arsenal.
Dude,
He's an Arsenal season ticket holder, and whenever I used to
be
go to
honest,
his house,
nothing
first
will
thing I
beat
do
COVID
is put on
lockdown
AFTV and watch the match reactions.
Wallahi,
because,
I want to tell you
there was
something,
some
Rak.
goals.
I knew about the football terrace and Don Husam before I knew about AFTV and Mark Goldbridge.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wallah
Fair
al-Azim.
enough, fair enough.
Before I
Celebrity-
even heard the word Arsenal Fan TV or Mark Goldbridge, I knew about the football terrace when I first joined, and Don Husam because he did a fucking stream with me
Wait,
that I fucking hated him.
I met Husam years ago on Twitter. I met Husam years ago on Twitter.
I was never on Twitter. I was never on Twitter.
Is that on
I
this
was never
football
on Twitter.
wars?
This is directed to
That's
Rak, so
fair.
I left it until Rak is back.
Yeah, go on.
Why is Rak become soft, man? Crush on Arsenal. Baby Bradley has more fire today and ask Mo how it feels to lose the league to Napoli. He always deflects. I'm going to let Rak respond and then I'm going to respond.
Question on Baby Bradley. Who's Baby Bradley? Has more fire today, and also ask Mo. How
Tom is Baby Bradley.
Oh, okay.
Nice to call a man soft.
No, I don't. I mean, we're all
He
entitled
means
to behave.
soft in like, not soft.
Yeah, I don't.
Just not nice to call a man
let's-
soft. That's all I'm
let's-
gonna say.
let's
You
not
have,
go
you know
there.
what? And I'm
Cooking,
telling
it's
you,
all
you
about
have to
cooking.
shit.
Talking about
You have
cooking.
to shit on others.
But
be a
this,
good-
this is
not
yeah.
a
Look,
soft
and
man.
but this is also look, Belraji. You know, respect. Well, thanks for the super chat and all that kind of stuff. But we're all entitled to our opinions, right? I don't mind Arsenal fans that much. I don't mind Arsenal as a football club that much. But at the same time, they've come out and they've said some stuff this season that I've disliked. But what do you want me to do? Do you want me to like shout and scream and throw my toys out of the pram when that's not really my character? That would also be a bit weird, right? Like you want me to do something
Yeah, you
that's
can't
not, that's
fake
not
it.
really like this is my opinion, and you're entitled to your opinion. I respect your opinion, even though I mean I presume you wanted to crash it on Arsenal, and you're more than welcome to do it. All your Arsenal friends, I don't know where you live, but all your Arsenal friends who you meet tomorrow, crash it on them, laugh at them, and have a joke with them. The first person actually to congratulate me, ironically, you said Baby Bradley, is one of my best friends. His name is Bradley. He's a season ticket holder, and he was the first person to text me saying congratulations today. I've known him since we were 8 years old. So cool. You know, you do you, I'll do me.
So you have known the guy for 20 years now. Yes, of course.
A bit more than that. Despite my youthful
Well,
appearance.
champion. This Lakers down the wire. Lakers down 30 seconds left. Keep us updated,
Hey,
Carl.
If this guy
Keep
is
us
a real Lakers
updated.
fan, he'll know the reference about
Keep us
the
updated.
yellow is chilling in the fridge.
You have laughed
Real
at us
Lakers
for
fan.
20 years, so you created this.
Oh yeah, because when Liverpool were fucking 17th under Roy Hodgson, we were definitely laughing at Arsenal. You're so full of shit, Essie. Essie, I realized something. You're so disingenuous. I'll just give up on.
Take
Oh,
the money
dear.
and run.
Bro, Essie, you and Hussam have created something. I don't know what it is.
I just thought Arsenal shouldn't have got a dog. They should have got a cat because they're all pussies.
Damn.
That's,
On that bombshell.
I don't know why they got a dog, man.
Jamie, do you see why you've got international beef?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Do I? No.
Jamie is great. He's amazing. Jamie is fantastic. I'm happy for you guys. Well, I'm happy that you
By
guys
the
are
way-
happy.
By the way, someone, this is the Jurgen Klopp mug. Someone make an Arne Slot one. I'll buy one. Good
Can I,
business idea.
can I just say that even though, look, I'm happy for Liverpool today and well done, but also I'm also happy for my club for making another FA Cup final. I hope we don't shit the
There
bed.
you go, Jamie.
Oh, was that? There's the pussy. There you go. Pick up the cat. What?
I wouldn't summon
Jamie,
the cat for
you
you,
are-
Jamie.
Please, you're about to say
There
was
you
that
go,
today.
Arsenal.
Don't say that was that
Pussy.
today. Don't say it was that. Jamie, I dare you not to say was that today. Was that today? I bet you were about to say was that today.
Never. I'm not that crude.
Okay. Let me do this. Big up my man for dropping the tenner. I am a season ticket holder. Nobody said there is no fans on Twitter. For the most part, the opinions there are for engagement. Go to the Emirates, ask the fans if they had to pick one top 6 to win it, it would be Liverpool. But
Wait a minute.
that is
AFTV. Isn't that AFTV?
no, but that is, by the way, but that is what I'm saying. That people have different, but the people that go to games go to Twitter as well. and they have different opinions. So you might have. I'm gonna give you an example, by the way. Dan Potts is a season ticket holder, right? Lee Judge is a season ticket holder. They're both friends, right? They have completely different opinions. They both have a channel they run together. They have different opinions. So people have different opinions. And by the way, I am convinced that a lot of Arsenal fans think that this season injuries is the reason why they didn't win the league. I'm convinced.
And it's fair.
And it's their opinion, right? It's either.
They just
And
weren't
that's,
good enough.
I want to understand it. That's what people, we need to have these arguments, to have YouTube. This is called a fan channel. If we don't have these debates, if we don't have different opinions, we won't have any YouTube channel. We'd be here all saying the same thing, and then episode is done. That is what people don't. You want us to say what people want. Like, people have different opinions. I can't say what you want. I don't expect you to say what I want, but I'm expecting you to say a different opinion. I debate you on it. We live here as friends, no hard feelings, and it's over, right? That is, as long as we're respectful to each other. Like, if we sit here and say Arsenal, for example, if we sit here in Arsenal and we say Arsenal, it should have been you. But we had injuries. Okay, let's debate it. Let's talk about it. Did you, like Husam does this all the time? Let's debate it. Why didn't you win this game?
Yeah.
Why didn't you win that game? Why did you bottle it this game? Why would Liverpool drop the points? You drop points as well. We debate things. We agree, we disagree. Is Arteta a good manager? Is he a bad manager? We debate it. And we leave with different opinions. Bro, Sam does shows with Tom every fucking Tuesday. Bro, they disagree on 90% of the topics. If they don't disagree, there is no show.
Hang on.
What's the point of the show?
Can I just say something? Can I just say something? This Arsenal injury stuff, yeah. So last season, obviously Liverpool had massive injuries that we all agree with. Yeah, we dropped off. Yeah,
you did have massive injuries too.
Liverpool finished on 82 points last season. Yeah, won more games and drew less games than Arsenal have done this season with their injuries, and Arsenal can only finish on 79 points this season. So at the end of the day, it weren't just the injuries that were the major issue for Arsenal. It's just that they weren't good enough this season.
Good enough.
And sometimes you just got to take that on the chin. You know, we had to take it on the chin last season. It weren't just injuries. We weren't just as good as Arsenal and Man City last season. You just got to take these things on the chin sometimes.
That's what I say about my club this season. We weren't good enough.
And finishing third and second is no difference before Arsenal fans come to me, because if you're not first, you're no way. I'm saying.
They might not finish in second. I'm just saying.
Sam, directed to you.
Pool never had AFTV. But what does that... Wait. AFTV was not established 20 years ago anyway. So you're already wrong by about 10 years. Second of all, AFTV is not the reason why Liverpool fans mocked Arsenal or anything, because we were fucking shit at the time too. What's so difficult for you to understand? We had our own problems, mate.
I'm like, he's talking about people shit on Arsenal because of AFTV. I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I don't think AFTV helps, to be fair.
What is more likely? Chelsea finish top 5 or Inter get one trophy? Inter get one trophy. It is not looking good, bruv. Congrats on the title, Husam. That guy, don't turn me into a Chelsea hater. I said I backed your club to get top 5 in the beginning of the season. I still think it's a possibility. We still can win the title. Antonio Conte might bottle it at the end.
League.
And we might win the champ. If we win against Barcelona, I'm going to be the most shameless guy on the internet.
If you beat Barcelona, I think you're winning the Champions League.
If we win against Barcelona, I'll be the most shameless guy on the internet. Be there Wednesday for the watch along, though, Dakai. I want to see you on Wednesday for the watch along, to be honest with you.
Mo watch along? Yes.
Wednesday watch along. Not gonna.
Because you don't do them that often, so when you do them, they're just so much better. It's because you don't do them every day.
Today was one of my worst watch alongs because I just couldn't. I was so deflated, and I was just upset. More than mad, I was sad and upset. Anyway, it is what it is. But listen, bigger people for joining us. Congratulations to all the Liverpool fans. Congratulations to Man City fans who reached another cup final. So Pep Guardiola is not going to go trophyless this season. He's going to win against Crystal Palace. We know that Crystal Palace is going to bend over. It's going to be like a 4-0 win.
I don't think so.
They're a bogey team. You just never
I know they're a bogey team. Yeah, they're a bogey
It's a
team.
bogey team. I'm not.
Do you know-
I'm not overlooking.
You
Come
know,
on,
by the way,
Palace.
Jamie, they're not actually a bogey. I found out that they have beaten us few times, but we actually smacked them.
When is the final? Like 20th of May or something like this. 22nd of May or something like this, right?
We could have some big players back too. Like I said earlier, I would suspect Erling Haaland is back. There are rumors on the street that Rodri might be back for
Erling
that.
Haaland is not as good as Marmoush, so have some shit. Marmoush is better than
And
Haaland.
he got an assist today. So
He's great.
You got two Egyptian kings going.
Can we stop this bashing of Haaland?
Whoa,
He
whoa,
does what
whoa,
he's
whoa,
supposed to do.
easy, easy. There's only one king.
Marmoush is in the Ballon d'Or debate.
He's
as
not
well.
a king.
Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, he's in the Ballon d'Or debate.
even
He's not
even
my
Mo
favorite
even
at
Mo's
all,
like
but
that's a
he's in the
stretch, man.
conversation.
That's a stretch.
I back my Egyptian guys, but Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, for his entire season.
He's running for Christian Dior perfume. Ballon d'Or.
He's gonna get invited to the Ballon d'Or ceremony.
Wow.
He'll be in the top 10 ranking for sure.
I think that
Imagine he'll
Omar
be around
Marmoush is not
56.
going to be in the top 10 ranking.
Yes, he will.
No, he won't.
The only people I think are ahead of him are Salah, Rafinha, Dembele, and Lewandowski. Whole season.
Omar Marmoush.
When you talk about the
My Egyptian guy.
he has over 30 GNA. Why wouldn't he be in the top 10 or the top 5?
He's won
Top
nothing.
10.
His team has won nothing.
He's had a great season overall.
It's not how it works.
Yeah, it is.
You know, Mo really wants to go with you on this journey,
They're
but I
gonna-
don't
they're gonna
He
give
wants to,
GNA
but I
over
just
Van
can't.
Dijk's contribution this season.
And you're comparing Omar Marmoush contribution to Van Dijk's contribution. That kills.
When it comes to the
I don't
final
beat that
Ballon d'Or
shameless.
rankings, I will not be surprised if Omar Marmoush is ranked higher than Van Dijk. Even though I think Van Dijk's had a better season.
Kelkstar should give you this. This is the most shameless thing.
He's in the
I think this is more
conversation.
shameless
He's
than
not gonna
Igal.
win it,
I
and
think
he
you're more
won't
shameless
win
than
it, but he's in
Igal.
the
I think
conversation.
Igal should learn lessons. Had someone send the link to
Ah,
Igal.
but give her credit. But I give you credit though. This is oh my God.
Dude, if Omar Marmoush gets 5th or 6th in the Ballon d'Or rankings, I'm coming back and I'm cooking all you.
top 10. Even if he gets top 10, that would be amazing.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
If Omar Marmoush get top 5 or 6, I will do a whole stream wearing Omar Marmoush jersey, right?
Which I'm gonna buy for you.
But what is it called? What is it called? The other way.
Back to front.
Oh,
Back to front. Back to front.
I can turn this around.
I'm gonna do a
Top 10.
whole
If he gets
stream.
top 10, Mo, if he gets top 10.
Top 10, bro. Top 10.
Top 10, just do it.
Back to front.
No, you actually, Kelkstar, you actually have got a lot of people in the comments backing you. Some
I'm
people
not
are
following the comments.
I think Mamouche's invitation will get lost in the post.
He's going to the ceremony.
I think he's a
not
good
going
player,
to
by
the
the way. I think
ceremony,
he's
he
a
will
good
be
player.
there. He will be there.
He will be in the ceremony, but he won't be on the podium, though.
No, I never said that. I said I think 5th or 6th is his ceiling. He's had a good overall season.
I'm not sure, 5th or 6th. I think Harry Kane, Lewandowski, Yamal, Rafinha, Salah, Van Dijk.
He has way better GNA than.
Can I tell you
Lamine
one
Yamal.
thing? Can I
Get
tell you
outta
one thing, Kelk? Can I tell you something that you won't believe? If Arsenal win against PSG, Declan Rice will be higher than Marmoush in the Ballon d'Or.
Sure.
I-
Okay. We'll see it. Well,
actually-
then I'll believe it when I see it.
I saw an article the other day saying that Declan Rice is second favourite.
No. He's had a poor
Yeah,
domestic
mad
season.
that-
Jamie, don't
Had
forget
two-
Jorginho.
scored 2 free kicks against a shitty Real
Remember
Madrid.
Jorginho?
It wouldn't
His
shock
team
me.
is not Ballon d'Or worthy.
It wouldn't shock
I mean,
me.
he'll get invited to the ceremony. Sure, that's fine.
But
Actually,
anyone
yeah,
gets
he'll get
invited to the ceremony, like
Yeah.
Adi.
He's not anywhere close to winning it.
Rack is rich enough to be invited to ceremonies. He just doesn't go.
I'm busy. I might
Top
try
30
and
get
free up
invited, so
I'll try and free
and
up
they
a
go.
space in my diary.
I'm not sure. People are telling me he's had like 45 GA this season already.
Yeah, I think 35 of them are at.
Yeah, he scored a
Okay,
lot
he's
of
had
goals.
quite a bit. He got another one today.
I think
he's
he's
got
going to be the
40
first.
GNA.
I think
Like,
I can
in,
okay.
in this
I
era,
can name.
that's good enough to-
Let me name 10 players that are ahead of him. Pedri, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Yamal. I think Mbappe is ahead of him.
Dembele.
Salah, Van Dijk, Osman Dembele. I think Kvaratskhelia will be ahead of him in the Ballon d'Or
Mendes,
nomination.
the left back.
Not Kvaratskhelia.
Mendes.
No, he's not. He's not going to be
Unless
there.
you want to say Jokeris is better, but nobody ranks the Portuguese
Has
league.
No, Gyökeres is
Has
not.
McAllister had a better
He has
season
more GNA, but
than
nobody rates the
Marmoush?
Portuguese league.
I mean, McAllister's been exceptional for us.
Wait. If you talk about the
McAllister's had a
Mamouche
better
in
season.
Germany, Mamouche in
McAllister
Germany,
is world class.
GNA
It's
comes
done.
into this like that's a
McAllister's
big
world
Yeah,
class. I
sure.
think it's time
No,
to
I
say it.
agree, Kelk. GNA does come into it, but it's not the only metric, right? There are other metrics because otherwise it would only be strikers. that
yeah,
would
but
be
are you talking about the
Ballon d'Or.
Mamouche in Germany? Because this is the Mamouche in
Yeah,
Germany.
because
That
he was fucking cooking in Germany. That's what I'm basing most of it off of. I'm not saying he's like the best player in the world since he came to City. He
No,
hasn't
of
been.
Yeah,
course.
but
No,
him
After
cooking
what
at
he
Frankfurt
did for
is not a
City plus
debate.
What he did in Germany.
No, but
he's
what I'm
top
saying
10.
is, what I'm saying is that just because Marmoush scored a load of goals in Germany and got the high GNA in Germany doesn't mean that he's had a better season than McAllister. GNA comes into it, but it's only a part. There are other factors.
Take a look
That's
at the
all I'm saying.
voters and see what they vote on. What their
Well,
criteria.
yeah.
is.
I mean, who's that person
the
that voted
voters are
for? Who
right.
did they
I'm
vote
just
for?
saying
That
what they're
Tom
gonna vote
mentioned
on.
earlier from Sierra Leone. He voted for somebody. Sierra Leone, you know.
No, Sri
Bro.
Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Bro.
No, Sri Lanka. No, but
Sri Lanka voted
what?
Trent
What
first,
was-
Aubameyang second. Never
I'm
forget.
telling you, he's gonna make the top 10 in the Ballon d'Or rankings.
Well, listen, Kelk,
Y'all are gonna
I
eat shit
hope-
when that happens.
I hope your dream comes true because I would love to see 2 Egyptians on the top 10 because that would be a history, mate. Like, to be honest with you,
with that
be a
Marmouche.
history, man. I love it. I would love
I'm
it,
gonna
to
buy
be
for you.
honest.
I told you I'm buying you a Marmouche shirt. You just won't accept it. But the offer's still available.
When I come back to America, we'll talk
Yeah.
about it. Guys, we're 200 likes, it's 500 people. But listen, I want to thank everyone that joined us. I said congratulations to Liverpool and commiserations to Arsenal for losing the title for the 3rd year running. Congratulations to City, of course.
Just
Right.
remember, in our shit season, we're still in line for a trophy.
3 years, man. 3 years running.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow on there's plenty of things going tomorrow.
On whatever
Sam,
the fuck. See you guys.
whatever,
later.
bro. Just turn on the notification bell. Follow us. You just fucking
Might
see
do
us.
MHF again tomorrow, by the way.
Actually, I have a very good idea, but fine.
I
It's
have
gotta
an
be
idea.
it's gotta be City Pool next season, and Arsenal now gotta be nowhere near it.
He's still a villain, bro. I've never seen this side of Jamie. He's a villain
Hey,
now.
man.
Love you, Jamie. Love you, everyone. We're out of here. people.
This is our transfer budget for for next season. This is our transfer budget.
Is that
100 trillion.